Aries, hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your new timeline reading. For those of you guys who have been watching my channel already for quite some time, this would be your weekly reading, but I'm now switching it up to timeline readings based on the energies that have been changing here on the planet. I just feel more so in alignment with going into timeline readings of, your multiple realities, multiple timelines that are possible for you to enter, the ones that you want to leave behind, etc. So I did announce recently, it's a quick announcement here, if you guys preferred collective readings, daily collective readings, or zodiac sign readings, one zodiac sign reading every 12 days to go through all the 12 signs, since again, I'm making some changes here on the channel. I will not be implementing these changes until about 2 weeks from now, so I'm just preparing you guys. But you guys did vote, majority of votes for zodiac sign readings every 12 days. Now, don't worry, the readings will actually be a lot more in tune, okay, with your energy, because again, I'm switching it up and I feel that you're actually going to like them a lot more. They're going to be a lot more in depth, and I feel that we're really going to be able to go deeper into your stories. Okay, so now that we've said that, let's dive right into your reading. Now, if you want to watch the link to the extended, that's where we really dive deeper into this entire situation and things really get real. The link to the extended is down in the description box below, and I just recently opened up my personal reading calendar, so if you would like to book a personal reading as well, you can check the link down in the description box below. All right, let's see. You are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. Okay. So, I'm just tuning in right now, and I'm sensing that this has to do with one of your recent previous readings, and it's showing up again. So let's start off with the number that's on here, the energy, the energetic frequency that this number holds, which is the number 34. What does that number represent for you? The number 34 is also equal to 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you see the number 7, 707, 707 somewhere, also the number 7 is something here happening in the month of July, or has happened in the month of July. There's also something that I'm getting, and you're receiving a lot of downloads about this message. You've been receiving a lot of information, because the number 7 is a highly spiritual number that is directly linked to the messages that the universe is sending to you, that your spirit guides and angels are sending to you in whatever form you understand them, which is, it could be you see the number 7 everywhere, or you see synchronicities, signs that remind you of the situation. And the situation is about the denial of a connection, the denial of something. Now remember, this is a general reading, so this could be you or someone that you are dealing with that is doing this. But look at this man here. He's wearing an oxygen mask. Okay, and he's got a finger on, it looks like a button. They're denying the connection, not being able to breathe. It says here, too fast, too soon. There is another person involved, not ready for the deep connection, wrong timing, can't or won't commit, afraid of hurting you or hurting themselves. I feel that for the majority of you guys, this is a person that you are dealing with. Of course, you take the reading how it resonates. If you want to reverse the roles, go ahead. but I'm going to read it the way that I'm feeling it, okay? There's someone here who is not ready for a deeper commitment, who's not ready for something that you may be ready for. Again, if this is a love connection, this could be love, career, family, friends, whatever that is. Let's say, for example, it's not love and it's career related. Something here happening too fast, too soon, where perhaps you expected or are expecting right now a higher pay raise, a better position, a project to really go through, and maybe somebody here to pay you something or something like that, right? And I feel like this person is not ready to take you on board at the company or in the connection. If this is a relationship here, love, family, whatever it is, there's somebody here who would rather put a mask on. It's like right now this person feels like they need a mask. They need to wear a mask because they can't even figure out what they want themselves. So how in the world are they going to make you feel any sense of stability? This could be a very hot and cold behavior. This can be a very in and out type of energy. One day you feel like, yes, it's going to happen. And the next day it's like, where is this person? Promises that they've made, right? So the secondary message here is, I realize that there is something between us, but I do not have the time or the capacity to understand it deeply. Everything is too much too soon, and I have other things I need to deal with. So this person is keeping you in their lives, but they are not making you a priority. This is a type of energy that you can flirt with. It's a type of energy that will flirt back with you. But if you invest way too much into a person like this, who is in denial of the connection, who doesn't feel ready for something deeper, for something true, for something real, what will happen is that you will end up falling in love, giving too much, but they won't. So, let me know in the comments below what that's all about. What's going on? Is this resonating for you? If this is resonating for you, give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. All right, let's see. We're going to go into your past, present, future. Who, what is coming towards you? What's in your challenge? How to overcome that challenge? What's in your opportunity? And mainly, we're talking about timelines here. So I will be going into that energy as well. The frequency that you are anchoring at this given time. This is a preliminary message. And you have here the Four of Swords. This is a very important time for you to not rush. Everything is happening too fast, too soon, too much. And right now, Spirit is saying it's time for you to take a step back. Don't jump in. Don't rush in. Take your time. Think it through. Because, like I said, this is a situation where you might be flirting with the idea of this job, this person, this opportunity, this relationship. They're probably also flirting back with you. But your intention is completely different to theirs. Your priorities are completely different to their priorities. And that's why this Spirit is saying, take a step back. It's time for you to reflect, to reconsider, to see deeper into, do you really want to be a part of this? If you have been a part of this, do you want to continue in that timeline? All right, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And of course, like I said, comment down below But you guys, more importantly than anything else, if you do enjoy these readings, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, because when you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps support me and it helps the channel. All right, let's see. You could be dealing with the sign of Taurus. I see the sign of Libra, Pisces coming through. Oh yeah, this is going to be very deep. I feel like you guys have been recently getting really deep readings. And you know, it's not a surprise, because I feel like you've been going through a lot of shedding. A lot of shedding, like the snake shedding its old skin, whether you realize it or not. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, yeah, you have the King of Swords reversed. There's no clarity. This person's literally giving you no clarity. So you're sitting there, overthinking, not being clear. They might also not be communicating either at all, or there is this kind of mix-up of communication where you don't know where you stand. See, he's upside down. And what I'm sensing here is that this person does feel something. They do want something. But right now, they are in the frequency of fear, meaning they're not opening up. Okay. I feel that there's some kind of cold-hearted energy right now, whether this person has been, acting cold, behaving cold. Of course, if this is vice versa and you are already realizing this is you. If you are already waking up to what's been happening and you're already shedding that old skin, this is you. You are now realizing, you know what? Why am I still communicating with this person or this group of people or in this situation? Right? You might be already blocking communication. You might be already, not communicating. There could be silence, but there is definitely a denial of the truth. Because upright, this is truth. This is looking at the truth, speaking the truth, accepting the truth for what it is. But in reversed, the truth is being hidden or denied. Let's see, which one is it? Now, in your challenge position, you have here the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Empress. Deny, deny, deny. Yeah, lots of denial. I feel like you guys are both mirroring each other. Because what this is saying for you is that no one is putting the blindfold on your eyes right now. See this woman here? Nobody is putting on this blindfold on you. You're putting it on yourself. This is you placing that blindfold on because you don't want to see the truth of this person. You would rather justify why they called you 2 weeks later, why they're not answering your calls. You're in denial about why, this person's making up excuses. It's like when you literally have the truth in your hand, you already know what to do about this. There's a decision here that you are not making that you have to make. The Two of Swords, it's a decision. But you keep overthinking it, you keep overanalyzing it to the point where you just keep going with the same old, same old. And the universe is saying, the reason why this Ace of Pentacles is in your challenge position, you want them to offer you something real. You want them to offer you something long-term, something secure. You want to make it official. But why is this in your challenge position? Why is it the blockage? Because you're denying an aspect of the reality of this, a red flag or multiple red flags. because this is not offering any kind of stability. It might actually be making you feel anxious, right? Are they going to call me? Are they going to, really consider me? Right? Like this Ace of Pentacles is what you desire. But the universe is saying, yeah, you can have it, but first you have to take that blindfold off and see the truth for what it is. It may not be coming from that person, but I feel that there's some kind of energy here that is not growing. I mean, the Empress is showing up here in your challenge position, meaning that one or the other, either you've been way too much in your toxic feminine energy, and this can be whether you are a man or a woman, because energies, these types of, polarity type of energies, we all possess them. Good, bad, right? The light and the dark, the feminine and the masculine. So what I mean by the toxic feminine energy is overgiving, overdoing, overly compassionate, right? It's a person here who says, well, I understand where they come from. I understand that they've been hurt. I understand, that they need time to heal and to open up their heart. And, maybe they've been giving you these excuses. Maybe this person that came to you with a story, with a sad story, a victim, right? But that's not your problem. Your job is not to heal them. That is the toxic feminine energy. The toxic feminine energy is that energy of, I can heal them. You're not God. You have God within you. You can heal yourself. And then if that person wants to heal themselves, then that can happen. But you can't heal them. Now, also, what this Empress is saying here is that you do want growth, and there's a part of you that is in denial. That's like saying, no, but it is growing. We are making progress. We've already been talking for, I don't know, maybe 8 months, 2 years, 5 years, and we've known each other, and that is progress. Really? Because Spirit is saying something completely different. Okay? And I feel that part of the reason why this is right now feeling like there's something stuck, but yet you're still kind of like hoping. This is kind of like holding on to hope, holding on to the potential of a person. When you hold on to the potential of a person, but yet that person keeps showing you the opposite, red flags, there is something in that you are not wanting to see, right? And that's why the blindfold is there. It says here, irresistible. I cannot resist you. You are the best I've ever had. You have my undivided attention. Exactly what I said. Why does this person have your undivided attention? Why are you prioritizing this person if they clearly are not prioritizing you? Right? A part of you feels like, will you ever find anybody better? Well, I guess you'll never know if you stay in this situation. The only way that you'll know is if you get out of it. And if you finally grab that sword of truth, cut off that blindfold of denial, and see it for what it is. So I feel that there's some energy here where, because of familiarity, comfort, you feel like you're very attracted to this person. Yeah, maybe there is mutual attraction as well, but what you want out of it is different than what they can give. In the recent past, the energy that you were in the recent past that is still there in your frequency is the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I see that, yeah, this happened very quickly. It happened fast. It was the spark, right? You met this person, or this opportunity showed up in your life, whether it was a job, a career, whether it was a love situation, whatever this was in the recent past, it showed up quick. It was like that spark that you had been waiting for, and everything started to move forward very, very quickly. And I feel that because it started moving very, very quickly, you kind of felt like, yeah, you know what? This is moving in the right direction. This is moving, towards a long-term future, a long-term potential, abundance. Even if this is a job, maybe, you were kind of like in that energy where you wanted the abundance. For some, if this was a marriage in the recent past, or a relationship or a family situation, I feel like there was a lot of energy there of money, abundance. Maybe the talk was there. A lot of times when people just meet each other and the spark is just kind of really active or activated, passion can sometimes take over, right? And people say things that are in the moment. And I feel like this is what happened. Like, you guys were very in the moment. Maybe this person said, yeah, I want the family. I want to get married. I foresee the future, but their actions were very different, because with the Four of Pentacles is that this person was closed off emotionally. I feel like you were dealing with a person who was emotionally unavailable. Of course, if this is you, and if this situation is reversed, and that means that you are the one who kind of felt like, yeah, it's moving in the right direction. I want it all with this person, but there was a part of you or a part of someone here that was not emotionally ready to invest. They wanted to keep things the same. I feel like there was also this sense of possession. Like, I feel like in the recent past, you may have felt like, oh my God, this is it. I've got to do everything that, I need to do in order to keep this going. And so I feel like there was an energy there of you wanting to possess that person, you not wanting to, call them out on the red flags, because you were like, this is it. I need to possess it. I cannot let it go. I cannot let this situation crumble, right? That kind of vibe. And what happens when you try to possess something? The opposite happens. You push them away, especially when it comes to romance. Now, this could have been a job. This could have been career-related situation where you tried your best to, keep it or keep things going. And I feel like it created a lot of resistance. But I can tell you that it wasn't easy to really see through it, because the passion took over. The passion was just, wow, like sparks were flying, fireworks, right? Or the money was so good. Because you have here the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe the money was so good and you were like, oh God, I can't, I can't. I feel that you were so confused that you ended up looking for the answer outside of you. You tried to do this, you tried to do that, you tried to look better, you tried to become better, everything. You try to ask people around you, because it says here advice. I've been asking people, friends around me, for advice on how to handle the situation with you. Now, I'm sensing this desperation, right? This sense of desperation. I can't let it go. I don't want to let it go, right? That kind of vibe. Of course, for some, there could have been a third party situation there where someone here was asking the other person for advice, and that kind of created a little bit of a riff, okay? Let me know in the comments below what that was all pertaining to. Heavy energy. Now, the energy that you are anchoring right now at this present moment is the World, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So, right now, there is a cycle that is already closing out, about to close out, or you've decided, you know what, I'm closing this out. But the cycle is already done and over with. Your spirit has already learned what it needed to learn from that experience, and now you're hitting a dead end. There is nowhere else to go from here. You either choose a new direction or you spiral downwards. And spiraling downwards is a no. You're not going to like it. Okay, so I feel like there is something new that you don't even see. You don't even see this because you're still stuck in it. A lot of you guys who are. Others of you, congratulations, you're already cleaning this out. You're closing out the chapter. You're tying up the loose ends that need to be tied up once and for all, because you are in alignment with your soul, with yourself. And you're saying to yourself, you know what? I want more out of a situation than just scraps, than just excuses, than just denial. And what the Ten of Cups is saying is that that is exactly what you are headed towards. But it's going to require for you to close out a chapter that is no longer part of your journey. Now, that can mean many things for you. That can mean that this is a family-related situation, love, career, whatever this is. But what it mainly means for you is that you can no longer remain the old version of you that was attracting that person, situation, thing that wasn't ready for what you are. Right? It's kind of like the energy where you really like someone or you really want a job and you know exactly what you want out of it. And you talk to that person and you're like, yep, I want to get married. I'm ready for commitment. I'm not here to play games. And or at a job, you know, you want to work from home, and you also want this, you know, this pay, etc. And so they tell you, oh, well, we can only pay you this much, and it doesn't match your expectations. Or that person says, oh, well, yeah, you know, marriage is there, but how about we have fun for now? And then instead of you grounding and anchoring your own energy, you go into their energy and you say, okay, sure, can't hurt, right? Let's just have fun for now. Let's see where this goes. You're betraying yourself by doing that. That is self-betrayal. But what I'm happy to see is that you're no longer doing that. And of course, Spirit is saying, for those of you guys who still are, the writing is on the wall. Because you do have the potential to get that beautiful Ten of Cups, right? Find that person, connect with that person at a deeper level. But you do have to use your determination. Go after what you really, really want. Anchor what you really want. Don't allow yourself to go into their field and take it on as your priority. Anchor your own field. Anchor your own energy. And for others of you, you might be the one who doesn't feel ready for something more serious. You're the one in denial. If that's the case, I don't feel like that's true. Because this is showing up here, the Ten of Cups. There's going to be a rush of communication if you haven't had this already. I feel like somebody here can potentially get triggered, or somebody here can come in to trigger you. And there's something here about a decision that's going to have to be made. This situation has deeper layers, okay? It has deeper layers, and your story, we're gonna get to the details in the extended, but let's move on. Head over heart. The heart says yes, but the mind says no. Somebody here is in a mental pain, mental anguish. I feel that if this is this person, I told you, it's just that they're in denial. Denial means that something is true, but you're not accepting it as true. This person, it's not that they don't want something serious, it's that they're afraid, right? But again, you can't hold on to that. Because the more that you hold on to that, the more that you make it okay for them to stay there, right? You basically are the one who is keeping that dynamic going by you saying, okay, fine. Do you know what could happen if you would be true to yourself and instead you would say, you know what? No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. And if that's not where you are at, then I wish you the best. Can you say that? Imagine yourself, feel yourself saying that, not betraying yourself. What does that feel like? It's going to feel different. It's going to feel weird. You might feel guilty. You might feel, oh my God, tense. Like, what if that person never comes back? But isn't that wonderful? Wouldn't that save you so much time? Yeah, what if they don't come back? What if you get an opportunity? Right now, you're having a portal of an opportunity to choose. Do you choose what your heart really desires, or do you choose to settle for less because your mind is telling you, just have fun, just take it one day at a time? That means that you're not living your life for you; you're living it for them. And then you know what happens when people do that at the end of their journey? They end up resenting the other person. Why? Why? If you're the one who betrayed yourself. Something to think about. Now, if this is the other person, like I said, head over heart, this person does want something serious. They do want something real, but you keep settling for less and you keep allowing them to stay in that energy of, I don't know, I'm not sure. By you continuously justifying their behavior. Because their mind says no. Somebody's mind here saying no, don't go there. No, 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 no. But the heart is saying, yes, this is exactly what I want. I want something true. I want something real. Let me know in the comments below what's going on. This is your future self now. The energy that is in the near future for you. And this is your future self coming in here and telling you, hey, I've got these messages for you. I've got this timeline, this portal that's opening up for you. Let's see if you want to step into that portal. You have here the High Priestess, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles reversed. Now, you will have an opportunity in the near future to listen to your intuition, make decisions based on your intuition, and also not do too much, speak too much, allow silence. Sometimes people, when they're in a rush or when they feel uncomfortable, they just talk and talk and talk. And if there's silence, they keep saying just whatever to fill the air, right? And this is saying in the near future, there will be, listen very carefully, there will be an opportunity, there will be a conversation where someone will be offering you exactly what you want or better. But, and here's the key, listen very carefully. The key here is when you say what you want, whether it's at work, at a job, career, love, family, friends, whatever, you will have the impulse to keep talking, keep explaining, maybe rush back to, question them. Do not do that. Speak what you have to speak. say what you have to say, and be quiet. Because you can get what you want by standing your ground in a gentle but assertive way. And again, like I said, use your intuition. Let your intuition guide you, because this conversation is somebody here coming in to want to work something out with you, or want to offer you something better, or someone that you will be meeting. Okay, something like that. But again, don't try to explain, over-explain, fill the air, or retract what you've already said. Because this is exactly what's going to heal you, it's going to heal them, and it's going to create progress. For a lot of you, this is money. If you've been wanting a higher pay raise, more money to come in, somebody to pay you back, whatever it is, or you're asking for money, maybe you are talking to investors, maybe you are, an investor, and you're trying to negotiate in a business situation, because this can also be a business situation. Again, your best course of action is to just shut your mouth. Again, speak when it's your turn, and let it sit. I'm sensing that you will be shocked. It's going to be one of those moments where you're going to remember this reading. You're going to go back to this reading and you're going to say, oh my gosh, that is exactly what Gena said. If you stay quiet. I see progress, monetary gain. I see things getting resolved in such a miraculous way where you feel like, oh my God, I didn't even have to do anything. I just had to say, this is what I want, this is what I expect, and that's it. That's it. Not explaining why. And there's something deeper. But again, this is a very long reading already, and we're diving into the extended to really get more. But let's get into this one. Butterflies. The butterfly knows the beauty of change, and it settles when you least expect it. You guys, I'm getting chills for you. Good ones. Good ones. If you see butterflies or a butterfly, it is an indication that your life is about to completely change. I mean, I'm getting chills again. This is a completely new timeline. This is your future self communicating directly with you and saying, hey, we can have what we want, but you're going to feel a little uncomfortable doing it this way now. And the butterfly showing up, it's going to be, like I said, when you least expect it. It's going to be like, oh my God, wow. How did it just happen? All I had to do was just say what I want, and that's it. It's kind of like going on Amazon, right? And making a purchase and just placing the order, and that's it. You sit back and you relax and your order gets to the door. That's how easy this is going to be. And you're going to be like in awe, like, wow. And remember and go back to this situation when it happens, then in the future, because then you want to ask yourself, what energy was I in when I attracted that thing, person, situation, money, whatever that I wanted effortlessly? What did I do? And the answer is, what did you not do? What did you not do this time that you have been doing for so long that hasn't even been working? She wanted to say hi. Hello. So, butterflies go through different phases. And I feel like you have not allowed yourself to really spread those wings and fly. You've been staying in the caterpillar phase. You've been staying in the pupa phase. And the pupa phase is not fun. Because when the caterpillar goes into the pupa phase, it's dark. It's the unknown. It's where you really have to face your shadows. But then, if you release resistance and allow for that process to unfold naturally, without efforting, without begging, trying, pleading, and just breathing, you will become that butterfly and feel more free. Okay, now let's go ahead and get a final message. But remember, in the extended is where this really gets real. And we're really going to, especially for your reading, this is so good. I want to know the details. I feel like there's an underlying story to this one. So again, in the extended, we're going to dive deeper into who this person is, their subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you. How this is all going to unfold, turn out for you, what's going to be the final result, and we will end the reading with any messages from Spirit. So if you want to check that out, the link is down in the description box below. And for any personal readings, I also have opened up the calendar. If you want direct guidance, if you feel that this message resonates with you and you want more clarity on a personal level, then that link is also down there. Of course. I mean, just to wrap it all up, right? Beautifully. You have your none other than a new journey. I feel like you got this one recently. Fire, Mulan. Oh my gosh. New journey with Mulan. You have known of this new venture for some time, and you have prepared well for it. Resonate with your calling and move forward without looking back. Your courage and your determination will be celebrated on this new journey. Now let's jump right into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.